Hello everyone, I am Isaiah Hoffman, your host of Inside IUE Sports, and we got a good episode coming for you guys today. Girls golf head coach Billy Mullen sat down with some of his players and they talked about the season. So we're going to go ahead and get you to that. Let's go ahead and send it to Coach Billy Mullen to talk about women's golf.
Well, thank you, Isaiah. Billy Mullen here, the women's head golf coach here at IU East, and I am joined by current seniors Brooklyn Cromwell and Annie Gillock. Welcome to the show, girls.
Thank you.
Okay, good to have you here. We are the defending River States Conference champions from last spring, and let's just go back to the River States Conference tournament last spring, and we won by a whole two shots. So it was a pretty exciting finish there down the stretch, and kind of talk about that experience there, if you would, please, Brooklyn.
Well, we went into it, with just our top five, and we knew going in that it wasn't going to be an easy route to take, being that Midway is our only competition. I mean, not only, but biggest competition. And we went in the first day, and we took Katie, which she was a freshman at the time, and she had never been in that big of a experience before, so I was a little nervous about all of it overall. But she held her head strong too, and we all did too. And we had a all right first day. Second day was strong, and the third day we finally sealed the deal.
Yes, yeah. Annie, from your experience at the conference, kind of talk about it, if you would.
I just think that we all showed up when we needed to show up. We were put in a sticky situation, and Katie really stepped up, and Katie helped seal the deal. I didn't play the best. I had one good, solid round, but I think overall, as a team, we came together when we really needed to come together. And some people might think it was a fluke. Some people might think it was just by chance, but we won because we showed up and we got the job done.
Yeah, right. No, very good points there. I think that team was strong all year. Last year, Joe Weiscup was definitely, when we got to put Joe Weiscup there, I think that kind of had that strong number one presence and stuff, and the way she played and defending conference champion herself, I think probably put some people's ease at mind. And I know, but you're right, Katie stepped up, as did Liv the last day. Liv shot 79. And I know you both had really strong rounds, second round, that really get us back into contention where we could seal the deal on the third day. But, I think if we remember talking about that, it's a very powerful thing. We talked about that night before our last round when you have five people on the same page, you can make things happen, and I think, did you feel that way?
Absolutely.
Yep. Once you have five people that want the same goal, it's a lot easier. Everybody's out there for the same reason. We're here to win, and we're here to win for each other and together.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. So, of course, we get on the plane, fly to Oklahoma City for nationals. We experienced some weather the first couple of days, and couldn't really get to the golf course much, but we played well. We got 25th out of the 30 best teams in the country. We got 25th. Just missed a cut by a few shots there. So talk about your nationals experience on the golf course and, being a part of it.
Well, to start, you go into it knowing that all these teams are there, and some of them are a lot better than you, and some of them can be worse than you too, especially with all the players. But I think the biggest part of that, experience-wise, was you got to see the different type of players you were playing with. I had two girls that I played with that did absolutely great, just like Jo, for instance. She played with the girl that, the next day she was, won it, was going professional the next day. So having that in the back of your head, okay, well, that's great. But I think that was a bit like the best experience for me besides going with everybody. That was good too, getting to see everything. Oklahoma City, I went the year before with Joe, which that was a good experience knowing I kind of knew what I was getting into, but not on the player aspect. So seeing it from the other side of the fence was like, okay, well.
Yeah. Annie, from your perspective, first time you ever flown before, right?
Yes, first time I've ever flown. I think the easiest way to put it is it's the experience of a lifetime. That's what your whole college career about is, winning conference, especially for us, winning conference for the first time and going to nationals, not just as an individual player. We've had a couple girls go as just by themselves, but it's one thing when you can do it as a team. It just makes the whole experience that much more better. And it was all around a blast. Obviously the weather wasn't what we wanted it to be, but you make the most of it. I mean, it was not once in a lifetime thing for us, hopefully not, but I mean,
Right.
It was the first time in school history we ever got to do this, and it was just all around a great experience.
Yeah, and going through the weather delays and the constant interruptions of the first 2 days we were there, and the jaggered tee times and the course being saturated, kind of, how was that for you guys? I know I'm saying all this stuff to you, but I know from a player's perspective, let's go, stop, go,
Yeah.
stop. How did you react to that, and how you went about that?
I mean, I think it's tough, but it's more about the mental toughness you have. I mean, what else are you going to do in that situation? You just have to go with the flow and, be ready when you're told to play. Be ready to come back inside when you're told to come back inside. It's all about how can you adapt and make the most out of what you're given, and I think we all did well with that.
Absolutely. Brooklyn, from your side?
I say that too. I mean, you didn't really have a choice of whether it was going to be like that, and I guess in the back of my head, everybody's playing under the same conditions. Everybody's stopping, starting, going out, coming back in. I think one time we went out there and we were only out there for 10 minutes, and they were like, all right. And I was like, well, we had just enough time to get to our hole and turn around, but all right.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest part was not having the driving range in the morning, or in the afternoon.
It was the same for
Yep,
everybody.
Everybody was the
so.
same.
Yeah. As I say, it was. It was just, if it wasn't fair, it wasn't fair for everybody. You know,
Yeah.
so we were in the same boat there as well. But I thought that again, just the experience of it, like Annie said, the first team, women's golf team at IU East to win the conference and then to go national. I thought that was a pretty significant step for us as a program and us as individuals as well, from a even from a coaching aspect for me as well too. So something we'll never forget, to be part of. Based on your experience from the fall, from your aspect, Danny. I mean, what is it, that you've learned you got to do maybe to get your game and get yourself to where we can get where we're looking to be.
I mean, I think for me individually, it's just coming down to being more consistent. I mean, I think right now, like, we're all good golfers, but we need to have those, I think, between me and Brooklyn and Liv, like, between us three, we need to be that steady, no matter what we're going out into, us three can come back in the clubhouse and turn in some consistent scores, and I think that would be just the perfect stepping stone for us.
And Brooklyn, what you could take from a more leadership aspect now, like Annie, from the fall and take it to the spring season.
I think that the way I present myself, the way I present myself, the way I'm going to act, I expect my teammates to act. You know what I mean? If you're out there, with your head held down low, you can't expect the freshmen to, be up and chippery and happy, even the sophomores, how it goes. And like Annie said, I expect me, Liv, and Annie to be top, top three, top notch. You got to go out there. We've been here long enough. We know the right thing to do, not the wrong thing.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and Liv has played some very good golf for us, as Annie, they played some good golf. I think now is just the time of, I think everybody just get more consistent, more on the, I think we're on the same page, but I think we have to find ourselves in a little different space as we come into the spring. The spring season starts here with going to Alabama, then we'll Shepherdsville, Kentucky. The Midway tournament will be in Lexington, Kentucky, and then we will go with our home tournament at Forest Hills in the middle of April. Then the conference will be at the end of April. Real quickly here, we're running out of time here, but I know Brooklyn's coming back next year. Annie, will graduate out, but you've both been on campus now for 4 years. Talk about, just real quickly if you can, I know it's very difficult to say, but 4 years, because the whole premise of going to college is you come in as a college freshman, you don't leave the same person. How have you evolved over the last 4 years here on campus?
I really can't even describe it. I feel like I'm a completely different person than I was freshman year. I've told Brooklyn about it multiple times about how, even just from a golf standpoint, like, I almost felt like I was kind of stupid my freshman year. Like, I didn't know that much about golf, and now I feel like, I just know so much more about the game, and I think it's just being a part of the program, and socially I've grown a long ways. I mean, I felt like I was pretty shy my freshman year, and now I can actually go out and have conversations with random people, but I mean, I'm definitely a different person than I was when I came in my freshman year, and mostly better ways.
Brooklyn, to you the same thing. How have you evolved over the last 4 years?
I think that, like she said, the biggest thing for me was being able to go out and meet new people. I like that, you know what I mean? You go out on the golf course, that's, you get to see somebody new. Every time you play with them, you make new friends, see new faces. And at being a college athlete, on top of that, you make different connections with people around the campus, which helps you grow even more. You get different opportunities, you're offered more things. And I think that really is just the best part about it.
Yeah, good deal. Well, it's obviously been great having you both on campus on the team. I know Brooklyn's going to come back next year, but you both have represented the not just our golf program, IU Athletics, but also in the university. You both have been very good in the classroom, been multiple times on the dean's list and chancellor list, both of you, and I really appreciate everything you guys have done, and I know the school does as well. Thank you for your time today, ladies. And again, Billy Mullen here. Thank you for your watching us here this evening, and hopefully, if you can't come to a tournament, try to come to the one locally at Forest Hills, April 14th and 15th. I look forward to that being our last home tournament of the spring, and sending these girls off on a good note, get us ready to go to conference. Thank you.